Today we are going to be balancing chemical equations. So the basic rules for this are in 4 steps. These are the rules for the simulation on the iPad though, so I'll also go over the basic mathematic rules that don't include dragging molecules. But the directions for what we're doing in this presentation are 1, count the atoms of the elements on each side, then 2, drag the molecules to the box below, 3, recount the atoms on each side, and then 4, repeat until the equation is balanced. And then, like I said, we'll go over the mathematical ways to do it as well. This is a basic chemical equation, and one of the main ideas with balancing chemical equations is coefficients versus subscripts. So you can see the coefficients are in pink in this chemical equation, and the subscripts are in blue. So basically, while trying to balance a chemical equation, you cannot change or take away or add subscripts. You can only change and add coefficients. So let's just jump right into the first problem, first using the molecules and then quickly doing it mathematically. So I'm going to start by dragging down one of each of the molecules because we have no coefficient, so that just means one of each molecule. So now we can count up the molecules. So hydrogen is the gray, so we have 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. And then on the other side, in total, we have 2 hydrogen and 3 oxygen. Keep in mind, it's in total. So we need to balance these out. So what you do you first find the molecules or the atoms that aren't balanced. So here's our oxygens, and you're going to want to multiply on the side that is less. So that is this oxygen. We multiply on this side. So we're going to drag down another molecule, and then let's recount. So now we have 4 oxygens on this side and 4 hydrogens. So now we have a little more balancing to do, so we're going to go to the side again with the smaller number of what we want to balance, and that's for both of them on this side. So we're going to drag down another molecule of H2O and recount. So now on this side we have 4 hydrogen and 4 oxygen. So now our equation is balanced, and we can add in our coefficients. So we have 2 H2O2 molecules. We have 2 H2O molecules. And we have 1 O2 molecule. To solve it mathematically, you're basically going to be wanting to look at the coefficients you already have and your subscripts. Whoops. So we can start by seeing on each side we have 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen on this side, based on looking at the subscripts. Like I said, on this side we have 2 hydrogen and 3 oxygen because it's in total. So we want to balance these out. We're going to go to the side with the smaller number and multiply. So if we do 2 of these, 2 H2O2 molecules, then we'll have 4 and 4. And then because it is the coefficient times the subscript of that atom. So we have 4 and 4. And then on this side, we then multiply 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, plus the 2 from the O2 equals 4, and it is even. Let's try another one with the molecules. So I'm going to bring down one of each because no coefficient means 1. And let's fill in. We have 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, 2 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. So go to the side with the smaller number over here, multiply. So I'll bring down another one and then recalculate. So we have 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. Now our oxygens are uneven. Oh, now they are even and our hydrogens are uneven. So we're going to bring down another H2. And then we have 4 hydrogen and we're all even again. This one's a little more complicated, but we'll work through it by using the molecules. So bring down one of each and count up. So we have 4 hydrogens, 1 carbon, and 2 oxygen. On this side, we have 1 carbon, 3 oxygens, and 2 hydrogens. So what do we need to look at? So our carbons are currently even. That might change. We never know. Our hydrogens are not, and our oxygens are not. So let's start by balancing our hydrogens. Go to the side with the smaller number and drag down one of the molecules. So we have to drag down the one that has hydrogen. So now we recount and we have now 4 oxygens and we have 4 hydrogens. So now our hydrogens are even, but our oxygens are not. It's a pretty simple fix though. We just pull down one O2 and now we have 4 oxygens and everything is even. We made it to the last problem, so take down one of each and count it up. So we have 3 carbon, 8 hydrogen, and 2 oxygen. This also all matches up, you might want to notice, with the subscripts. And then on the other side, we have 1 carbon, 3 oxygen, and 2 hydrogens. So let's now match this all up. So let's start with our hydrogen. Yes, that sounds like a good place to start. So it's smaller on the right side, so we're going to bring down actually 3. Sorry, we're going to bring down 3 of these because there are 8 of them on the left and only 2 of them on the right, so we need 6 more. So that's what we just got from that by bringing down 3. So now we recount. We have 8 hydrogen, but now we also have 6 oxygen. So now we go back to the other side to balance our oxygen. Actually, I'm going to scratch that. We're going to do our carbon. We have 3 on this side, so we need 2 more on this side. And there's only 1 carbon in each of these, so I'm pulling down 2 of them. Now I have 3 carbon, and we got a lot more oxygen again. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then finally, we go back to our oxygen on the left side to match it up with the oxygen on the right side. And I'll just pull down 4 of these to add the 8 that we need. And now we have 10, and we're all even, and we're all done.